presence. I want to give you practical things that you can do when you are in these headspaces, when you are dealing with life, dealing with these experiences, some that can keep you from going forward because you are caught up with past established behaviors, and we can undo those behaviors. And these are practical exercises and activities that can help you undo these behaviors. Hey there, welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time. On this channel, we talk about how in life, it's not only me and it's not only you, but life's ups and downs are universal. So today, what I thought we could tap into, for those of you that are like me and you tend to overthink, in our Gentle Reset series, this video will be a reset for the overthinkers, which I am or was chairman of the group, but I am working my way into releasing the thought of I have to get everything right away. So I want to start with one of the scriptures that I thought of that helped me actually, and it's in Matthew 6:27, and it says that which of you by taking thought can add 1 cubit unto his stature? And that's in the King James Version. And what you taking thought, doing all that thinking in terms of how to go forward and progress. There are times when you do have to take a little more time before you take any action and really think about your major decision. But there are also times when you can make yourself stagnant or stuck because of, I heard it coined, analysis paralysis. And it goes along the lines with overthinking. So I thought we could go through some steps, some tactics, some practical actions that you can take that I have taken that helped me with my overthinking. And also with overthinking, there's a replaying that's taking place. And I've mentioned it in the previous video how you can be in a loop or in a cycle where you're replaying a situation, a phrase that was said, maybe an experience, whatever it was, you're replaying it. And I want for you, as just like I want for myself, to get to a point where the noise can be quieted and we can just go forward from where we are right now, not looking back, not overthinking too far ahead that it's preventing me from taking any action, but just from right where I'm at, and go forward from there. So I definitely think that today's video can help those of you, if you're anything like me with the overthinking, today's video will be very helpful. So you might be wondering, how do I get myself out of my overthinking loop? And the number one thing is being aware. You just being aware and cognizant of the fact that you are in a loop, that is the very first step. You can't get out of something that you're not aware of that you're in. So you definitely want to just be aware, recognizing that I'm in a loop right now and I'm overthinking. Let me take a deep breath. Let me calm myself down and acknowledge that these are thoughts that are preventing me from going forward. Did you ever realize that when you are overthinking, a lot of times it's from a place of judgment, right? Maybe it's a critique on how you did something and you're replaying it. You might be critiquing someone else, you're replaying it, but oftentimes our overthinking comes from a place of judgment, whether we're judging ourselves and we just keep rehashing it, or whether we're judging others. But typically it comes from a place of judgment. When you are able to acknowledge those thoughts as just that, thought, saying it out loud, this is just a thought. This is not a fact. This is just a thought. This is not a fact. And that can help you get out of that repetitive cycle, the repeating the situation. It can help you go forward and release something that can have a hold on you a lot sooner than just stewing in it and residing there. The next thing you can do is switch from analyzing to feeling. And this looks like you can be stuck in the thoughts, right? But when you tap into your body presence, what can you feel? You can feel breathing, right? The thoughts it can just take you, and it doesn't take much effort. But to snap yourself out of that, you can tap into your body by breathing. You can, even with the somatic grounding that I've mentioned before, you can just Wiggle your toes, feel your toes on the ground. These are things that just get you out of your head. Have you heard of that? Sometimes we just are in our head, and that's where those thoughts are taking place. And so to get yourself out of those thoughts, you can tap into your physical body to help you with that. So there's box breathing. There is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 grounding exercise. And with that one, you name the number of things that was said. So name 5 things that you see. I have it jotted down because I've done it before, but I don't want to get it mixed up. 5 things that you see, 4 things that you can touch, 3 things that you hear, 2 things that you smell, and then 1 thing that you taste. Depending on what you ate, I don't know what that taste could be, but 1 thing that you taste. And now that's an exercise, that's a practical exercise that can bring you into the present. I want to give you practical things that you can do when you are in these headspaces, when you are dealing with life, dealing with these experiences, some that can keep you from going forward because you are caught up with past established behaviors, and we can undo those behaviors. And these are practical exercises and activities that can help you undo these behaviors. So you want to replace your overthinking with some form of a structure. And this is similar to decluttering, right? Where everything has a place. And with this one, you want to not let your mind think that you'll forget something. And that's why sometimes things keep coming before our mind, because we haven't developed a system with ourselves so that our mind, our brain knows, hey, I promise I'm not going to forget that, right? Sometimes things just pop into our head because our brain is actively working to ensure that we don't forget something. But what we can do is we can reassure ourselves, build a system so that our brain knows, hey, I'm not going to forget this. You don't have to keep reminding me. I promise I'm not going to forget this. And what that could look like is having somewhere to capture your thoughts so that you can reassure yourself, I'm not going to forget this. You don't have to keep bringing this up to me. It's almost like your brain is your assistant. It's trying to assist you, but sometimes unless we tell it, right, it's just going to bring things up that it thinks is important to us. And unfortunately, the situation with worry is that you're unintentionally telling your brain that this thing that I'm stressed about, I'm going to keep worrying about it, or I'm going to keep thinking about it. And so your brain is saying, oh, this is important. I'm going to keep reminding you of this thing. And just when you might be going on and out of nowhere, you're like, oh, why did I think about that? But now that I'm thinking about it, let me keep thinking about it. And it's just your brain is trying to help you with something that you told it was important. So it's bringing it back up to you again and again and again because you haven't defined your system yet. So you can do this by just simply having a mental unload list or sheet or whatever. You could write it physically. You could have it be on your phone. Maybe a thought comes up and it's something that you repeatedly are overthinking about, and you can simply just jot that down there, whatever that is. And that's your way of telling your brain, hey, when I'm ready, I'm going to revisit this. You don't have to remind me anymore. It's like your phone gives you reminders for different things on your calendar. You said this is important, so I'm reminding you, hey, this meeting starts in 5 minutes. And your brain's doing the same thing, but just giving it a place can ensure that it doesn't have to overwork itself to keep this information before you, because you've developed a system and you're going to get to it at a time. Maybe you're going to set a time to think about it or reflect on it, but not to be stuck in a loop and overthink and consume yourself so much. All right, well, I hope this video was helpful to my fellow overthinkers. Once you start realizing that that's what you're doing, the journey can be up from there. It'll be up from there. And from my experience, at least. And I hope that you have the same experience. But I do want to encourage you with some tactics and techniques that have really helped me come through very trying and very difficult times. And I just want to say thank you so much for being here. If you have not already, please check the description box for this week's worksheets and journal prompts. It's just under a Google form, and then you can just get to it. So yeah, please consider subscribing. Hit the subscribe button and it gives you the option to hit the bell so you get notified when a new video comes out. And what's a traffic jam? And please comment which one of these tactics that you'll apply, or maybe all of them, 1, 2, or 3. But let me know in the comments. I am going to be doing more of, just for me, I'll be doing more of the breathing and the grounding, the somatic grounding. I really like that because that pulls you out of a thought. So I'll be doing probably a lot more of the somatic grounding for myself, but you let me know which one of the tactics you're going to be doing. And I'm looking forward to going further in this gentle reset series. I think it's going to be amazing. So if you haven't already seen some of the prior videos, please go check those out. I'll put a video that YouTube thinks you should listen to. I'll put that here, and then maybe something from the playlist, the Gentle Reset playlist here. So whichever one you want to do, you can do that. But I will see you in the next video. Bye.